some kind of random video we wanted to
do a rant.
Yes, of that, a rant. What is it? A little, overrated a Pokemon that gets way too much fucking attention. A little bug called Heracross. A bug fighting type. Alright. I've been people will just make a huge fuss about it. Now let's take a look at Heracross. First, we'll go over it's a stag beetle.
Okay. Now slow down, everybody. Let's go over the good things about it in every aspect. First, it
seems to be an original Gen 1 Pokemon.
No, it seems to be since it was one of the Pokemon planned for Gen 1, that was moved back to Gen 2.
And Tajiri, he had a love for watching stag beetles fight,
so it was kind of obvious that this was planned to be a very early Pokemon.
Second off, what more to say? It's a stag beetle.
It's kind of just a bipedal stag beetle with only 2 arms and googly eyes.
It's Mega Evolution.
The design works surprisingly well, though. But with the fact that the armored plate around its horn is curved in such a way that it looks like it has a derpy smile.
It looks kind of ugly. You mean?
I like its Mega Evolution though. It looks like a robot.
Abilities. Swarm.
Well, okay. So now we've gone over its design. Let's go over its typing. Bug fighting.
Oh.
Bug fighting is a pretty bad typing.
Unless you're Pheromosa.
Let's go over. Pheromosa is already frail, so doesn't really need to worry about that. A lot of moves are already going to take it out.
Let's go over the type matchup, shall we? Dude, you're scored way past.
Oh, it only has 4 weaknesses. I'm going to find its resistances too, so I can make sure it ain't everything. Well,
hold on.
Alex, let's go over its weaknesses.
Without its location in... Well, in Gen 2, how did you even obtain this thing?
Headbutting trees. It was very rare.
I actually tried to... Well, to me, it was a 20%... It was a 30% chance.
But apparently, it was also only a certain tree, and randomly and procedurally generally trees. A bit less of a frustrating version of Mustard's Fire, even though that's not saying much, because it's horrible. It's also very frustrating. Anyways, let's go over strengths and weaknesses, as I was saying. Strength. It doesn't quad resist anything, and it normally resists its own types, fighting and bug, ground, grass, and dark.
Its weaknesses are very...
However, its weaknesses are psychic, fairy, fire, and a crippling quad weakness to flying.
Probably chances are that will be a stab weakness.
That's fine.
And it try and cover it up. Fairy also resists its other typing. In your butt.
It can't do very well with stab hits to fairy. It's gonna be doing 0.75 damage.
Yeah, 0.75 damage.
The ever so coveted signature move, well, formerly Mega Horn, will be down to a decent and mind-based power.
Yeah, Mega Horn or the move everyone praises it for.
You should use it on something like a Sylveon or a Diancie.
Well, Bug doesn't resist rock.
Around.
I mean, the other way around.
When you were on a fight, it does resist rock if it's not weak to it.
I was thinking of ice, okay? I was thinking of ice. So, dude. So I mentioned how its typings are crippling, and you'll be seeing a lot of flying, iron, fire, and psychic types.
All very common types. You don't have to worry too much about fairy types since there aren't too many of them. But the ones there are tend to be very powerful.
They're horrible. Especially those fire types. absolutely fucking destroy Toy Heracross. Also, send this thing out against the Charizard. I fucking dare you. Send it out against the Charizard.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do. It ain't gonna fare well. Let me see its stats. Let's check. Show its stats, shall you?
Just start.
Also, there was actually an event Heracross Pincer. Or for X and Y.
And also, a little fun fact about Heracross' design, they have wings.
And despite that, it's not a. Despite that, it's not a generic flying type. And for 17 whole years, this bug fighting was unique to it and to it Heracross and Heracross only. Now, what are its abilities? Let's go over its abilities. Swarm or Gut.
You're not going to be sending it out against any poison or fire types unless you have some kind of death wish.
Swarm.
Guts isn't very good.
Swarm
Swarm is pretty decent, but you're going to have to hope that your Heracross doesn't get taken out in one hit, so it actually gets a chance to activate it.
So it's just a blaze.
It's basically... Well, actually, the starter abilities are considered variations of Swarm. So they're the base ones. More of a neutral type.
Mox, and probably the only Mox Skill Link as when it Mega Evolves. That
decent. And again, you're forced into this if you try to Mega Evolve it. But Skill Link basically makes it so multi-hit moves always hit their max.
And also the best ability for a Heracross.
Moxie, which raises your attack if you take out an opponent. Directly. It works in the same function. If your opponent dies to poison, recoil,
you're not getting that boost.
You're not getting that boost.
Now, how we go over its stats, shall we? Also, this thing is actually 4 feet tall. Oh. Am I correct about that one?
Yeah.
4'11". Yeah, for 17 years, bug fighting was unique to Heracross alone. It wasn't until Buzzwole and Pheromones showed up.
Also, let's go through its moveset and see what... just to see
how perfect it is.
Just to see how it... just to see how Skill Link works.
Let's see.
Alright.
Only from the start.
Alright. Let's see what moves it gets. It's that way use it. We have Bullet Seed.
That's not even Stab.
Pin Missile.
That's pretty weak. It's a pretty weak move.
Bullet Seed. Pin Missile. And by breeding Rock Blast.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly...
One of which is a stab move. Does it get arm thrust?
Yeah.
And arm thrust.
But, in all honesty, only 2 of those are
only gets 4
and arm thrust isn't that strong.
Overall, it's a decent ability. Yeah, arm thrust is possibly the worst one of the ones you can do it.
So, cat-wise...
Okay, let's go over its stats then. First in Space Form. 500. 80 HP, 75 defense, horrid in 40 special attack, decent around 95 special defense, has 85 speed, and amazing in 125. In its Mega Form, its HP stays the same like every Mega Evolution. Its special attack stays the same, because it doesn't really need it much. Its speed goes down by 10 to get to 75, in exchange for boosting its special defense by 10. That's 105. Its defense goes up to 115, and its attack is boosted to it would intimidate a 185.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Because it still has that flying weakness, and most flying type moves are physical. And very different. And in its base form, if even even after the nerf, Talonflame can still use Gale Wings to get past it. Easily. You can always hit it before it Mega Evolves with a physical flying type move, like Brave Bird. Sure, it sacrifices its Gale Wings, but it's still going to take that Heracross out in one hit.
That's true.
Don't say you can give it a Focus Dash because that can't Mega Evolve.
That is so true.
So,
that's mainly not the problem. The problem being, this thing is overrated as fuck. People give it way too much praise when we just went over.
It's just an average Pokemon.
First off, there might have been fucking Shuckle and Ariados were introduced in the same fucking generation. Have you seen Shuckle on competitive? Give it 484 million power.
That's a very situational. No, Shuckle's actually not very good at competitive.
I know, but still.
Ariados is a great hazard setter.
That's basically all it has is for. First thing up,
But it wasn't until Gen 5 where we got some real heavy hitters.
Hey, don't forget Armaldo.
Sure, Armaldo and Vesticle.
Hey, are you forgetting the only Wonder Pokemon with Wonder Guard?
Oh,
it is the only Pokemon with Wonder Guard, right?
Yeah.
The only
Shedinja and Ninjask. Ninjask is actually still really competitively viable.
Shedinja, for having that bug ghost typing, the ability that no other Pokemon, not counting Romhack,
Wonder Guard.
Meaning its only weakness is being dark. No, it's resisted into dark.
No, it's not.
Okay, its weakness is being dark, fire, flying.
Dark, fire, flying, ghost.
Oh, sure, that might be a lot of weaknesses.
But it can only be damaged by moves with those types.
Alright, so
even though it goes down in one hit, but this video isn't about Shedinja. It wasn't until Gen 5 where we got the behemoth of Scolipede and Volcarona.
Galvantula was also pretty good.
Galvantula was also pretty good.
Bug Electric only having two weaknesses. Even still.
And it makes better use of it than Zika Volt in the future.
Hell, because it's much faster.
Gen 6 didn't introduce any bug type.
Not counting
Scatterbug line, which isn't good competitive.
It's terrible.
And both that is practically useless in Shrew.
Oh, fuck me! Same generation Scizor was introduced. Yeah. Did you hear me?
Yeah. The feared Scyther got an evolution.
Scyther was the only bug type, the only good bug type.
Scyther was average. Good. Butterfree and
Beedrill game.
Pokemon like Butterfree, Beedrill, Parasect.
Definitely Parasect.
They were just
terrible.
They ranged from decent to poor.
God awful.
So okay.
Parasect was just awful. Two quad weaknesses.
Butterfree and Beedrill were decent.
Beedrill, I think, had the better end of the stick.
Beedrill had the better stats. Butterfree had the better confidence.
Okay, so we're getting a little off topic, but have you seen the bug type? Hell, Gen 5 gave us our first bug type legendary.
With Jetpack.
Oh, I know, mythical are technically separate Pokemon.
But they're still considered
they're a subclass of legendaries. They're considered a subclass as a legendary.
Yeah.
Then Gen 7 gave us a lot of new bug types. We got
Unspeakable, Light Pot,
and a Rockwanid, and as I previously mentioned, Buzzwole and Pheromosa.
Yeah.
Pheromosa being feared in competitive.
Generations in 2, 5, and 7 were the best generations for regard to Even I wasn't still Gen 5 until the bow type really picked up its slack after it became amazing.
True. So, Heracross is what the hell? I tried finding one. I have tried, and I have tried looking for a fucking Heracross.
Painful, trust me.
It is not easy. It takes you. The only time I have ever gotten an actual Heracross was from the X and Y event.
Yeah.
And guess what? He wasn't even holding the fuck. He was promised to be holding a Heracronite.
No.
No, that was only if you actually went to GameStop and got a code card.
That's so stupid.
Oh yeah, did you forget to talk about Heracross' shiny form? Did you forget to talk about the Pank? How Pank?
Cool, hot pink color.
This wasn't exactly much of a rant per se, but more of a facts and trivia about
more of an overview of Heracross and Pokemon.
And how what tad overrated it is. Oh my cane, a tad heavily.
We can't count how many times Heracross was placed unreasonably high on things.
Or, people just saying, it's my favorite Pokemon of all time.
Like,
Trigger Conroy said it.
Really?
Yeah. Trigger Conroy said it, although he never used one himself.
What an infuriating encounter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, don't forget, want to find a Heracross in Gen 4? Honey trees. And it's random, depending, and it's a random, shit, and randomly generated. It is honey tree. So, basically, this was, our video. This was, yeah, I guess.
Also, if anyone can send video footage of getting a shiny female Munchlax from the trees on the world, I will send you my copy of the knockoff Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer DX game. I don't know why. I just really want to see video footage of this. See if there's someone actually lucky enough to get this ABC.
That being said, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, comment, like, share with a friend. Yeah, we're starting to. My brother's starting to get a little. Alex is starting to get kind of tired.
Yeah, I have to keep the train in Hound Hour. So
see you guys then.
Bye.